What's a sales funnel? Is it complicated to build? Well, today, guys, I'm going to be talking about how to create a sales funnel. This is an updated training video. It's a Wednesday, so I'm going to get into it. Remember, have your notepads ready and or whatever you need because we're going to get a little bit technical in this video. Let's hop onto my computer and share with you some more. All right, guys, here I am on my screen. And first and foremost, I want to welcome you back. And as you can see, I'm excited always on a Wednesday because to be honest, it takes so much of time sometimes to build these kind of systems in place. And when you do it and you learn it and you're proud of it, this is the side that I think I fell in love with the most in my affiliate marketing journey. So I love making these Wednesday videos, and I would appreciate it if you do subscribe specifically for these because I am training a lot, and I actually will be getting over the next few weeks. So next week, for example, I'll be talking about split testing. So what we're doing today, we're going to carry it on to the next week, and we're going to be talking about split testing that. What we're doing today. So entire sales funnel and then the sales process and everything else. And then we will be split testing it next week. I will show you the elements to it. And then we'll talk about email marketing elements the following week after that. And I believe also if you want to be a course creator, coupons and so on and so forth, we're going to looking at course creation tips. And then in the last week, I believe I'm going to show you how to build an effective sales page. Basically, today we're just looking at the entire process of a sales funnel. So this is my affiliate marketing journey. This is my affiliate marketing, let's say, strategy that I follow. It has two steps. First step is based on cash flow, but what we're going to be talking about in today's video is related to step 2, which is building a sales process, creating a sales funnel. Now, the sales process has different elements in place. I'm talking about affiliate marketing, but this is applied to brick and mortar businesses. This is applied to anything under the sun, to be honest, because it is about creating a sales funnel. As long as you have an idea, as long as you have a passion, you can start, or whatever it is for that matter, even if you just want to do something for free and try and experiment things, a sales process can be created, even if it is just not a real buying decision, but an emotional buying decision or a challenge buying decision. Whatever it is, you're getting those inputs from your customers. And this is the point of having a funnel in place. Okay. So the tool that we're going to be using is System.io. I am going to say that if you want to do this in the right way, then you will need System.io. System.io is absolutely a free tool to get started with. The pricing, I will show you guys right now so that you see. If I go here to the pricing, you'll see that's absolutely free to get started with. I am not on a free plan. I am on a paid plan. I will link that paid plan also in the description. The paid plan costs $27 a month. That's what I'm on. If you guys want it, I will leave that as well in the description of this video. So it's up to you. You can either go 0, you can start up with 27, or if you want, and I'll add this as a bonus for you guys there. I'll leave also the startup plan for the annual one, which basically gives you the 228 for the entire year, which is you're saving, I believe, 30%, which means that instead of spending $27 every single month, I believe you're spending $19 every single month. So, that's really up to you. I think it makes sense, but I'll leave all 3 links, and then it's up to you to make your decision if you want to get started for free or not. This is the tool that we're going to be using. Other than that, besides this tool, I want to show that this tool also has boatloads of templates that are available. And I want to show you guys. Okay, so let's say you want to get started with something in architecture and building, and you want to start building the entire sales process. I'm just going to give you guys an example to show you how it looks. Now, you can build a website like this, which is just a demo website, which has your about us and everything can be on one page, by the way. You don't need to make it like a multiple page. About us can be here. Gallery can be here, your socials can be here, your contact can be all on this one page. So you can make a one pager which has pretty much everything, product categories, and here you can build your entire process. Now, as I mentioned here, landing page, bridge page, offer, and that's the sales process right here. You're also collecting emails at the same time. So in this architecture example, this would be the landing page. And ideally, you should have within the top section right here, a way for them to add the email address. Why? Because the whole point of this is the sales process. So yes, it is a website that you can see everything on one page, but the purpose is still for you to get on a call, let's say, with them, or for you to take them through a sales process. So they need to go through it, and everything is not going to be on this page. It's going to go to the next step. You're getting those micro commitments from the people. I just want you guys to understand the process before we get into the technicality, giving you a very high level overview. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Okay. So it still goes through that process. I'm giving you an example of architecture and building just so that you see that it's applicable to everything. And that's the whole entire process. They will go through, not to get in touch, but they'll go through this basically like a form, like here, stay connected or whatever. And then you can have an extra newsletter below. So then it's up to them to decide, do they want to get into the newsletter, which is also taking them through a different sales process, or do they want to get on a strategy call, for example, or a product call, whatever, a sales call. So that's also applicable. So you can choose from the various templates that are available all here within System.io. You can literally see multiple categories: webinars, weddings, web designs, travel, whatever under the sun, to be honest, if you want. So that's the first thing. So that's a landing page. The second thing is we need to create a bridge page. Now, a bridge page is simply a sales page. Okay, we want to create a way to connect them to the final offer. So we're telling them what they're going to get. Maybe they're going to get something for free, and in that free, you're delivering. First and foremost, it's very important that you deliver. That's the sales process in itself, that you're delivering. And then from that delivery, you're also sharing with them monetization methods. So you can monetize it through a sales call, you can monetize it through a course that you have, you can monetize it through a product that you own, you can monetize it through affiliate marketing, whatever suits you the best. So that's how we monetize it. And all of this can be built with System.io. At the same time, I believe that emails, which is sometimes the part where people do not focus a lot on, email automation is very important. So for example, you are able to get that micro commitment. You want to know on the back end, who are my customers and how can I serve them the best? Remember, you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your customers. That's the customer journey is super important here. Therefore, on the back end, you want to know what action they've taken, what kind of email I'm going to send them. I hope that's clear. Okay, so that's part of the sales process. That's the structure that you want to have in your mind. Now, because of these elements, I personally, in System.io, I'm on the paid plan for this specific reason. Why? Because in the paid plan, just to show you guys, you can create automation rules and workflows. Right now, I have, as you guys can see, I have 3 automation rules. And on the free plans, you cannot have that. So if I go to, just to show you, on the free plan, you have only one, I believe only one automation. Yeah, you can have only one automation rule. So that's why I personally am on the paid plan. And it just makes my life a lot easier. I can focus on the things that I'm meant to focus on. So I'm meant to drive traffic or advertising to my funnel. I'm meant to get better conversion. So how do I improve those numbers and automate as much as I can on the back end? That's the way I look at it. Okay, so email automation, I know a lot of people don't talk about it, but this is something that I personally look at. And then the other thing that I look at very clearly is my campaigns. How do I want to write these campaigns? If I'm automating different elements, I might have multiple campaigns for those different elements. Okay, so right now I have buyers and non-buyers. That's it. I'm keeping it simple. Take things as you go along, but you might start with buyers and non-buyers, and then you will go to, okay, if the person has clicked this link, then I'm going to take them to that extra strategy. And then you build your whole ecosystem on the back end. I'm not going to get into that because it might get super complicated and I don't want to confuse you guys. So we're just going to simply build a sales process. Now, as you can see right here from this simplistic sales process, and I'm saying it because it is simplistic, you have a landing page, a bridge page, and that's it. You have 2 pages. Ideally, what you would need is System.io. You would need a domain, so you can buy a domain for that. And you would need an email domain also. This is something that I would also recommend you to get. So an email domain, a domain, and that's it. Okay, that's all you need. And a product or service that you need to sell. Right? So that's the whole process. But to create this funnel, you don't need even any offer. Let's say you want to give them a workshop on social media marketing, and you have a week-long workshop. So you're building your email list, you're building value-based. You still have the sales process in place, but you're building a value-based funnel in itself. So a landing page, bridge page, and then you're sending them to the final thing that they have. In the emails, they're going to the final thing that you have. So focus on that one, and then on the back end, you can always do things that are complementing. So how do you build this with System.io? First and foremost, when you join System.io, you get started, you basically get this whole section right here. How do you build a funnel? You go to a funnel. Let's build the structure of the funnel first. You go to a funnel, you click on create. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller, guys. Okay, you add your name. So let the name of the funnel, let's say social, because I was talking about social media, let's say social media funnel. Okay. And what you're doing right here is you're building an audience. Okay, that's what we want to focus on. We're collecting email address to build an audience. So this is what it is. Considering that we're not selling anything, it doesn't really matter the currency. So you can leave it as it is. I'm in Europe, so that's why it's showing Europe. So you can see right here, I have an empty funnel. And this is how it will show within System.io. So you have a sales funnel. I'm collecting leads, so a squeeze page or a landing page. You can call it squeeze page or landing page. And then you have a thank you page. Sorry. And then you have a thank you page. Okay, that's literally it. So let's say you've created your service and you have different offers here available. Now, guys, I will say this already, that this these elements right here can get a lot. Like these are really good templates, but these are templates of landing pages that may be needed for a website and not for a lead generation tool. So for example, I'm just going to show you this one here just to give you guys an idea. Okay, this is too much for me personally. Okay, if you're building out a website and you're building everything out here, then maybe it's okay. Okay, maybe it's okay. But if you're not building a website, then I would suggest just this one page is needed. Guys, my landing page, I'm gonna go and show you guys. This is my landing page. Okay, I don't have anything. People can't scroll. Just focus. The purpose is one thing. Enter your email address, and I'll show you the skills on the next page. So I'm getting that micro commitment. I hope that that's clear. Okay, so what you can do simply is, let's say you want to have a sales funnel. I usually try to look for something simple. So the moment I find something simple, and then I will redo it myself. So let's say you want something like, let's just view it. So you have a lot here, but you don't want all of this. All you can do, I'm going to show you guys how to delete all of these things. So let's say you want yourself here and you just want to build a simple page, right? So you go to edit. Now you can rename your page here, and you should also change this. Basically, once this is ready, you remove this link right here, and it will be your default for that domain. So if anybody goes to work with david.system.io, it will go to this page right here. Squeeze page or landing page. Okay, so we'll put the landing page as, because I'm talking about it in terms of landing page. It's the same thing, guys. And I'm going to click on edit, and it will take you here. And as you guys, oops, I went back. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just go to next here. I will pick that simple one that I picked already. Select, here we go, edit page. And you guys can see right here, I can edit all these different elements to the page. Now this is let's say desktop only apparently section, and it's too wide already. So if I go here, yeah, it's too wide. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't want, it has too many elements for me. So what I'm going to be doing basically is I'm going to be deleting a lot of things. Okay, so let's just give me a second, guys. So I believe I need to do this. Yes, perfect. So I want to delete a lot of elements here. I'm going to just delete this because I don't need the header. Don't need this. So when it's green, just to give you guys a little bit understanding of the tool itself, when it's green, it's usually a section right here, which you can delete the entire part. This I'm going to keep because I want it. So I'm going to go to the green, delete, that whole section goes away. Again, delete, section goes away, because I don't need all of these things, guys. It's too much for me personally. This is how I simply create it. And just to show you how the tool works itself, so that you have an understanding, just let's view the page. So this is how the page is going to be viewed. I don't like the fact that there's this element here, but anyway, it doesn't matter. That's just my visual preferences. So you can make changes or edits to different sections right here. If you want to add, let's say you want to add some more text, you can just drag and drop. And as you can see right here, you can add the text. If you want to add a headline, you can literally do that as well. If you want to add an image, you can just drag and, focus on where you want to add the image. And then if you want to edit any of these elements, just click on it. And then you have all the editing on the left-hand side. I'm not going to go into details of how to use the tool, just because this video will be too long if not. So first and foremost, we create this page itself. Okay, so just for example purposes, I'm going to delete everything I just created, and I'm just going to leave it this way. Okay, because I think this is absolutely fine. To be honest, I would put the image below. Let's say I'll put the image below, and I would remove this section right here. Oh no, sorry. How do I do? No, because there are two sections. Okay, so I would take this up. That's perfect. This is why I did not like it. Yes. Then I add this image here just to give you guys an understanding, or I can remove this image completely. Really up to you. So you can see, guys, it's very simple to address, and you change it as you like it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like this for now and put save changes and then exit. So that's, let's say you've created your landing page. That's your landing page. Now you have the same process to do with thank you page or the download page or whatever it is. Let's say you're offering a video series, or you're offering a ebook or whatever it is. You can add that here and say you can just keep it. I'm going to keep it simple. Let's say thank you download page, and this is how the page is going to look, and get free access to world's all-in-one marketing system. This is where you can take them to the next step. So remember when I shared with you before in this whole section right here, that the idea is to basically go from a landing page to a bridge page. So that's what you've done here. And then you're taking them to a last offer that you own. So you can see in this page right here, what it does is that it takes me now to system.io, right? So you got the thing, and now you can get access to whatever else that I have to offer on the back end. So remember that's the selling point. That's where you want them to get. So here would be getting on a free sales call, or getting on whatever it is that you are looking towards. Okay, that makes sense. If you have any questions, ask me again. So those are the two things that we're going to be doing. As I mentioned, System.io is super simple to build it. Once this is in place, what we need to do is set up automation rules. If you don't have any automation rules, these 2 pages are useless, are absolutely useless. Okay. So I'm just for purposes, this is just a structural video. And then if you want to have any more details or use the tool itself, again, use it, play around, ask those questions so I can create those videos for you guys. So this is the funnel that's created, and I have this here. Now what we want to do is we also want to create a campaign, and I'm just going to do this, simply create test so that you guys can see, save. Now I have a campaign here, third campaign called test. So we have a campaign. Remember, we wanted to automate also the email sequence right here, right? And that's it. So say you have a simply download campaign and everything else. And in your campaign, just for example purposes, we'll create our first email. I usually just put the subject right here, and I use classic editor, but if you want to use visual editor, you can. To be honest, I would prefer classic editor. And when you create it right here, you can then add your attachment. So let's say you have an email to send and you want an attachment to be yeah, so you add your attachment right here. So let's say it's a image or some kind of PDF or something that you're sharing with them. You can either have the email be the delivery method, or you can add it as an attachment actually here. So you don't even need any third party. You can create this a page in Google Sheets, so Google Words, sorry, Google Docs. Download it as a PDF, add it here as an attachment. Every single time the person gets this PDF, every time the person gets this email, they will get the attachment attached. That's the beautiful part of System.io. So you can automate a lot of things. Okay. So that's the email. And sorry, just go back here. And I want to just show you the elements here. You have sender's name, you have the email address, and then you can personalize it in some way or shape or form. And then when you save and publish, you can choose after which day it gets started, or even if it's immediately. So at this stage, it's 0 days, basically needs to be, sent, or let's say 2 minutes after they subscribe. Okay, so we want it to be in 2 minutes. Now, this is what we know for the first email. You can create the second email after the day, third email after the day, and so on and so forth. So just to give you guys an understanding, I will go to my other campaign and show you guys. So just if I go here, you'll see the first email is in 5 minutes, and then every single day I send out an email to my leads. Okay, and that's the whole point of it. So that's what I do. And let's go back to show you guys this element right here. So now we have also created we have created your email automation in place. So we have a campaign, so we have a landing page, we have a thank you page, we have a campaign, and this campaign is going to automate things. Okay, so that's how you create your sales. So that's how you create your sales process. Now, the other thing that you need to do is apply an automation. Now, what you can do with an automation, so specifically, even if you're on the free plan with System.io, you can create one automation with multiple triggers and multiple results. So let's say that you want to create an automation rule. I'm going to create one so that you guys understand how it is. So there are 2 ways of creating. I would create it from here. So you go to create, and you can see that there's trigger and action. So great trigger would be, let's say, funnel step subscribed. Okay, I'm going to choose my funnel. Let's choose social media just to give you guys the realistic example. And they basically have to choose from the funnel step, the landing page, right? This is what the trigger is when it starts. Okay, so that's the first thing. And what's the action when this happens? Basically, they will subscribe to an email campaign. And what email campaign? In this example, it will be test. At the same time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tag. Okay, and the tag, let's say that we've created a new tag. Oh, sorry, I didn't do that for you guys. Tags are basically lists, guys. Okay, so let's say in this whole process, there are tags that you should have. If you want to segment your list in the right way, it's good to add a tag as well. So let's say you create a tag. In this case, I'm going to create test as example purposes. So you have test right here. And in the automation rules, I'm going to go back here and say choose a tag. Sorry, let's exit, add tool, add a tag, and it's not showing. So let me just refresh my screen. Perfect. Let's do this all over again. It's good for me. It's good for you. So we need funnel step from subscribe. Which funnel? From social media funnel, funnel step, landing page. Action will be to add a tag. First and foremost, we want a tag to be added, and the test tag will be added. And we also want a second action to take place when this whole thing begins, right? Is that they subscribe to a campaign called test. So now what happens is, when you create this rule and you save it, if I go back to the funnel, okay, and let's go back to the social media funnel, and I go to automation rules, you won't see anything here, okay? You will not see anything here. Let's go back here. Boom. What's happening here? There is a rule that's added here. I never added it, but now there's a rule because it's connected to this page. So what happens is when the funnel is subscribed, they'll get added a tag and they will go to our campaign. So now you've added 2 automations. Let me put it that way. with one specific trigger. How beautiful is that? So I'm giving you guys like ninja strategies in a way. But this whole cycle you can keep doing for your, I would suggest even as a free member, like to start your social media community, build your social media community and start to build a funnel and email list. Beyond that, just adding value, sharing, tips, maybe videos, strategies, whatever it is, build an email list for yourself, guys. Use this tool. Even a free email list is still building a sales process. And that's what it's going to give you, the skill set to build that sales process. So hopefully this updated version gave you guys an idea of why I personally love System.io. I use it every single day to send out emails, to build my funnels. I have automations in place, as I mentioned, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of an, let's say more on the advanced side, right? I have 3 automations in place. Okay. One is what I just showed you. Second is if the campaign is completed, they go to another list. Because in that last list, it's not like I don't have engaged subscribers. So I don't want to say bye-bye to them or take them out of my email list. They still want to be on my email list. But I also want to share with them more value, more updated, realistic tools, live strategies. So every week I send a newsletter out to my list and I send it only to those people who have finished the campaign. So because I don't want to spam people, right? I don't want to spam my list. I want to give the people, the members of the loyal subscribers, the right information at the right time. So that's how I do. So that's the second tag that I have. And then I even have if I make a sale or not. So let's say that you get somebody to register for a webinar, a workshop. For you, that is an important person. It may not be a sale, but it may be an important person for you because it is in your sales cycle, an important element in your sales step. Okay, it gets you closer to that sales call with them or that journey of the subscriber. Remember, you're always thinking of the subscriber, always of the customer. And this whole method itself, now you're creating a separate tag, which is in my case, it's buyers because people are purchasing my low ticket offer or course, and then they go into buyers. I know that they've already purchased, so it's a higher probability that they'll purchase other things from me in the future. It doesn't guarantee that, but it's a high probability. So I'm going to put them on a buyers list because I know they bought at least once. So those are the 3 foundational, the automations that I have, out of which the new sale has like kind of 4 actions. Okay, 4 actions. So it gets a little bit, first has 2, then it has 4 actions, and the 4 actions is basically it unsubscribes from another campaign. The first campaign, one where they're not buyers yet, goes to the buyers campaign. Okay, so remember, I don't want to send them 2 emails. I want to send them 1 set of emails. Again, aim is a subscriber. We don't want to spam them. So this is the entire sales process. If you want to break it down, I will be adding chapters for this specific video because I think it makes sense for me to add chapters for it so you guys understand how to build a sales page, how to build sales process, how to build an email process, what is to do with automation, and so on and so forth. So this is the entire thing. And then from there, I basically built 2 funnels of my own. Now I have this simple funnel, which is technically just 4 steps, which goes to a landing page or squeeze page, to a VSL, which is my video sales letter, and then goes to an order form. And from that order form is just a bridge page saying thank you, and that's it. So this is the first step. These are extra pages that I have here just created for my email sequence. Like in my email sequence, just to give you guys an understanding, I send people, for example, to this page right here, which is honestly just a page with a video. And then if they want to purchase System.io, they can get System.io, just to give you guys an understanding. At the end of the day, it's for me to share with them value. It's just how I do it. So these are just sales pages. They're not part of the sales process. Hope that's clear. I'll get into the reasons why I do this. And then I have in my value ladder on the products that I do have another order form and another VSL and a thank you page, which is basically for a secondary offer that I have. But this is literally 3 pages. Okay, so sales process of mine goes from 1 to the sales, to the VSL, to the order form, to the thank you page. That's it. Closes there, which is exactly what we did. And then they go to my email list and get everything else from my email list. So we've done this whole entire sales process. If you have any questions, let me know. But as you can see right here, there are arrows and there's an A/B testing right happening, which is split testing basically, is running at the moment. So I'm going to talk about that in next week's video. So make sure you do hit that like, subscribe. And if you got value from this, if you like this, if you are connecting with me in any way, then let me know in the comments below. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video, which is on Friday, where we will talk about my results for the month of June. See you guys in the next one.